Alright, hello to all my guys, gals, and non-binary pals out there across the electrical ocean. This is Ajvan1, and I'm back. I'm in my angry emo phase. Arg, I hate everything. Cue the depressing music and everything. But yeah, I took a kind of an extended break for reasons that should be made abundantly clear by the very last video I uploaded, and all the annoyances that have been going on in the Discord lately. I'm not going to cover that here. I'm going to instead focus on brighter times like this wonderful game we've got going between frozenduel playing full faction ST as right on brand, and then Ajvan1 playing his cheesy Underdepths Forsaken Waste split, which I've heard is basically like incorporeal, like stealth incorporeal shit. And then he runs this phase spider with tinderbox, so basically healing and passive damage out the ass. I mean, it's funny, unless you're the one playing against it, so, you know, it is what it is. Ajvan1 has always struck me as that type of player, from the experience I've had with him, just playing against him and raging at my screen. But frozenduel here is going to make the best of it. He's going to have his Jackeye Maiden Fading Recollection. That is Fading Recollection on a 62 Nora passive champion, isn't it? Wow, that's desperate. And then he teleports in for auras, I guess, on these guys. Why would he? Okay, I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to go with it. Mind Tomb on the Jackeye Shaman. Wow, we are getting a treat today. So Mind Tomb is probably the worst helm. It gives permanent soul tapped and also dissipate. And then it jumps around like the other helmets. So basically you equip this onto ranged units and then pray that the jump hits another ranged unit. Otherwise, dissipate does nothing and the soul tap. I mean, honestly, like in a long enough game, like after 15 fucking rounds, it'll maybe pay for itself. But the soul tap is not really worth the 30 Nora. So frozenduel is just going to stick that passive maiden in the font. Have her standing there looking nice and pretty and luscious, scrumptious. Speaking of which, Serinda in the back for Ajvan1. Serinda up there, looking even hotter. And then Dark Raven form. I'm not sure frozenduel has any stealth himself. Yeah, that Raven will be helpful for that. And I guess he's running this thing for healing, anti-healing? ST isn't really known for its healing anymore now that the Crystal Phoenix has been. I mean, it has Divine Favor now, but man, I'm never going to come off this off this train. I miss the old Phoenix where it was a rebirth unit, and you could like have it with Aura and Freeze, and you just ran it in, and it was insane HP efficiency. But he's going to defend mid as best he can from these guys. And, I mean, Snowman, and then Hoarfrost in the back. So we just run in standard Frost. I'm assuming this is Frost Amp, but it could just be Frost, like, just ST stuff, man. Just ST Frost shit. He's got the Snow Bros, and Hoarfrost Dragon after his buff doesn't look too bad. Arctic Bolt. Unfortunately for frozenduel, the Ice Eater healing is going to be cut into by Serinda. And, man, look at those... Look at those things. She's got the whole package. All of you simps out there who love obsessing over your goth mommies. She's got the hair, like she's got the look, she's got the tatas, and then she's even got the feet. Look at that. She's completely barefoot on her sprite here. So she's got the trifecta of perfect attributes for all the sweaty gamers who enjoy that kind of thing. The gooners, as they're called. But an Unholy Tomb out for Ajvan1. And speaking of degeneracy, man, Unholy Tomb in UDFW. In this kind of deck, like Ajvan1's got it all. He's running every single rune that makes players say, "Oh God, I hate my life." But then there's runes like Shadestalker. Shadestalker is a personal favorite of mine. He has always felt a little undervalued for me, at least until his buff. By none other than yours truly. I might have completely redesigned him. So now he has his standard energy thief, but now he's got ethereal, and his upgrades are way better than they used to be. Ajvan1 rocking the soul tap combo build, but I mean he's also got maybe I shouldn't even say this on video. Maybe I should let people discover him in their own time. Instead of ranting about it. Nah, who am I kidding? Of course I'm going to rant about it. I love the new Shade Stalker. He's got Final Word on upgrades. He's got Unspeakable for Fear. And then he's also got Fear 3. So basically what you do is you run him into a font, fear everybody, and then let Ethereal do its thing. And then you fear them again on the following turn. And then Ethereal takes over yet again. And you just keep looping that and cycling that combo until your opponent rage quits. So you can do neat stuff like that with him. But Ajvan currently crutching on the Phase Spider. I feel like once Frozenduel kills this thing, Ajvan will probably surrender. He's already being outnumbered. Champs. He had to waste a deploy turn on that unholy tomb in the back. But Frozenduel can actually contest this turn. Maybe he didn't have the Nora banked to deploy an actual unit, but if I were Nokon Apprentice, I would have totally walked into that completely defenseless font. Unless I'm missing stealth units, because I know Ajvan is running some. Just quick scroll through. Doesn't look like he has any in play. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I would have ran all the way into that font, and because you're pretty much good down here. Like the Phase Spider is almost dead. You know, you're out of the Hungry Dead area, which Ajvan cast for some reason. I guess more passive damage. And Frozenduel actually walks into the Hungry Dead. I'm guessing Energy Thief. He forgot about Energy Thief, stopping him in his tracks. But Phase Spider, I mean, like, what is Ajvan going to do about this Phase Spider now? It's dead, and his combo is, like, equally dead. Meanwhile, Jack-Eye Maiden, it's a cat fight for the ages up here. Passive Maiden versus Serinda, who can't hit from melee. It's like they're just staring each other down. And, like, honestly, if I would run Maiden into the font, like, come on, it's a passive. You've got insane value out of that Fading Recollection. You got to run it into the font, adding insult to injury. But Serinda trying to take down the Warden. She doesn't have Life Drinker, she has Drain upgraded. I don't like that. I always love taking Life Drinker because it combos so well with Death Pact, right? You Death Pact something, Death Pact isn't on the attack chain, and then you just attack it afterwards and kill it for a heal. Makes so much more sense than Drain. I mean, Drain's only a 12 HP heal, and Serinda's always going to be taking half with Death Pact. Not to mention she's like really squishy on her own, so you kind of need the extra healing. It only makes her like 2 Nora more expensive, so probably worth it. Yeah, there's the Spectre. So Insubstantiate going to make everything a ghost. And down goes some more champions. I think Elementalist was there. And then the Phase Spider, of course, dead. Leaving a couple tasty globes for Frozenduel. Oh yeah, there's the Phase Spider. It's stealthed due to phase shift. There's going to be some scuff. Like, let's be real. I've been away for weeks. I haven't played very much at all during that time, so these few comeback commentaries are going to be a little bit rough. I have not dared to play one of my own games on recording yet. I'm going to wait a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'll play one. Maybe I'll play just one and see how it goes. But I do not want to embarrass myself any more than necessary with that kind of gameplay. So Frozenduel actually correctly predicting that Pounce on a 2x2 will bug out and moving his Maiden. So basically what happens with Pounce on 2x2s is that if one of the squares isn't free, Pounce will not relocate. So you have to like disengage with the Maiden first, otherwise Pounce will like screw you over. Slugbait did some fixing in the background with regards to 2x2 targeting. But I don't know, some reason like Pounce in particular has always been bugged since it's a rework. All the way back in the day when it used to be an AoE ability. Imagine that. You pounce onto something and it would deal damage to every adjacent space, or everything in the adjacent space, equal to the damage. So sort of like a damaging version of Leap. Imagine that. But another Hoarfrost in the side font, guarding against the Shade Stalker contest. And man, that dark healing has really been putting in work here for Ajvan. But unfortunately, Shade Stalker is a little short of the font, so he's going to just nab the globe and probably just wait a turn. I would honestly, even in this kind of deck, I would probably prefer the Fear build, just because it makes it it's just so smooth doing the harassment play with the Shade Stalker. Like, especially if you're running a stealth strategy, right? Because he has Energy Thief, and trying to find stealth without trying to find a stealthed Energy Thief champion is, man, a bigger pain in the ass than that one time with that really raunchy prostitute that I very much regret. But Shade Stalker with Fear 3 and Stealth, like even if you do manage to find him, like he fears you and then you can't attack him anyway. So what was that deploy up top? I missed it. Was it another? No, it was a Haunting Spirit. Or a Disturbed Spirit, I guess. Apparently there's a Head of Asarius somewhere. A Jackeye Maiden and the Dragon taking 8 damage. Oh yeah, the Frigid Barrier finding it. Alright. And apparently Frigid Barrier does not make the ice anymore. That was... I'm not sure when that change was, but there is no ice on the ground, and it didn't freeze either, if I'm not mistaken. So down goes Goth Mommy. F's in the chat. And Jackeye Maiden immediately walking to that Disturbed. I mean, it's going to re-stealth again, but I guess you might as well, because Jackeye Maiden's not doing much right now. Now, we don't know where the Shade Striker is, but we know where it might be going. I would guess this font, since that's the way it was moving, although, you know, with the Hoarfrost Dragon around here, I think Hoarfrost Dragon was a great choice to deploy, because this is one of the few situations where being a 2x2 is helpful, because you can just, it makes it easier to find, you know, stealth champions in your font if you can cover more ground. And then Arctic Bolt, of course, for AoE damage. So that crystal terrain will probably help keep the Spectre out of the font, as well as the Shade... Oh, there's the Shade Stalker. There it is. Why did he de-stealth? Was there Aura... 7 frost damage from Shaman. Was that... Aura? Why does it have... Grant Aura? Yeah, Grant Aura from the other Shaman. Alright, so Shade Striker... Or Shade Stalker cannot disengage this turn, so all it can do is make a couple slaps. And an eye for an eye. Interesting. I don't know about that one, Chief. I think Eye for an Eye is a good spell in this kind of deck. But I mean, blinding the Shaman isn't really going to do much to save your Shade Stalker, because this one is going to double hit. This the Hoarfrost can just attack, and I mean, I guess it blinds it for later, but it's not really the most efficient use of your Nora when your font is being contested and you're losing mid, you know? So the Maiden's going to walk into the back font, 4 HP, and, you know, the Soldier is going to take it out with 1 Aura, but still. Frozenduel has gotten quite a bit of value out of that passive, that Maiden. And then the Ice Shard in the back for more Frost. Did he attack? It looks like he hit with Psychic. No, he did hit with Frost. Yeah, you could probably move up 1 space to avoid the Dissipate. Just, you know, get a little extra damage on there. Then there's the Arctic Bolt. Could have gotten the Snowman and the AoE for some healing if he wanted to, but Snowman can finish it off here with an attack, or maybe even a Snowball. Yeah, do a Snowball. Yeah, no, he didn't. He's going to use the Snowman to finish the head. Great, better idea than what I would have done. Yeah, so the Shaman double hit, and then the Globe, and then Ice Wisp, stealth champion of Frozenduel's own. So, I mean, the Spectre is probably somewhere around mid, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ajvan is sending it towards this bottom font here, and he's gonna have to play some catch up with his fonts in the back. It's kind of a shame that the Maiden couldn't quite reach this backspace, because the Aura wouldn't have been able to catch her if he did. But there's the Spectre now, and I don't know, man. I would have stayed stealthed. Like you're a lot safer when you're in your stealth mode. And okay, so he's gonna phase shift again. It's phase shift? No, it's cooldown 3. Okay. But I mean, he's splitting up the Snowmen, so now we have the full Blue Man group here. Is he gonna use like an Anathema to finish them off? Too bad he doesn't have Grimlick's Bane. Another Ethereal Soldier. It doesn't look like it. Man, I'm slurring all my words today. I swear I didn't arrive to this commentary drunk. Well, unless you count being drunk on the magic of life, man. Nah, no, who am I kidding? I'm still in my doomer phase. I'm edgy e-boy, angry. Can't you tell by the depressing music in the background, the somber saxophone and the just the way I've totally lost it with the way this game is being run. Honestly, like, completely honestly, there are things that I've disliked in the past and at present about the management of this game and the way certain bad actors in the community have been, but like I don't think, like, even now in the twilight years of my commentating and my playing days, I'm probably never gonna abandon it for good unless the servers get taken down by some random twist of serendipity. But I think there's always going to be a day where I'll come back to this game and just get a commentary or two, or get a game, because I feel like it. Like today was one of those days. I logged on, I was doing some stuff with my friends, and I had my microphone out and ready, and I was like, you know what? It's been a while. Let's see what's going on in good old Poxnora land. And here we have this game, and then that was all she wrote. So Elementalist, again for Frozenduel, up to 50% amp, and the Disturbed Spirit here, killing one of those snowmen with an aura, before this Hoarfrost Dragon walks into the font, finding the soldier, and then freezes it immediately. That guy's going to be spending a turn passive. Can Hoarfrost Dragon take Frost Cone instead of Arctic Bolt? I'm not sure, but I think if it could take Frost Cone, I would probably prefer Frost Cone over Bolt. The difference may seem negligible, but I mean, they're both, like, Arctic Bolt is a little bit better on 2x2s than a 1x1 because it covers more spaces. But I think the utility of Cone is that you can more precisely target the AoE that it affects. Like, if he had Cone here, for example, he could hit the Ethereal Soldier and this Unholy Tomb and his own Snowman. Like, hit all three of this shit for damage and healing. But of course, Arctic Bolt doesn't affect relics, so just, I guess, a difference in priorities, really. I think Cone would make him a little bit more expensive, too. So what was that equip? Hoarfrost. So Blight Ring and Enervating Collar on the Disturbed Spirit. So now Disturbed Spirit has, I believe it's Energy Thief and Dispel. Oh my, actually I can click on it, can't I? Where is it? Where's those equips? I'm not going to look for it. You guys know, it's Energy Thief and Dispel. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct in the comments. Hey, there he is. Okay, so yeah, Dispel and Energy Thief. So so a bolt here, and then a second bolt from the blue. Onto the Spirit. And Hoarfrost. I mean, he's doing some pretty good damage. Like, he has 50% amp, and that really cuts into incorporeal reduction. I'm wondering how that works. So basically, amp is 50%, and he is taking 75% less. There's no way it's as simple as, like, oh, he takes 25% less damage, right? Because he would be taking a lot more if he was only 25%. I think it's like the 75% happens first, and then from that damage, like, whatever's left gets amped. So that's why he's taking that much. So there's a second Frigid Barrier, and this is how you should spend your Nora on not champions. Frozenduel correctly prioritizing his deploys, and then, he uses the Dispel here to clean up the kill, get the Globe for a little refund, and then put the Unholy Tomb on 2 HP for the following turn. So I would not be surprised to see a surrender from Ajvan, but I mean, I haven't played against him in a while, so I'm not sure if he's the type to, like, stick it out to the bitter end or anything. But he's definitely not in a good position here. He still has this snowman lurking in the back that could maybe, threaten contest that font. But the Disturbed Spirit here almost dead. Another spell, incoming Deep Freeze, taking the Disturbed down to 5. Okay, that one might have been a little bit of a waste of Nora. Unless he has the aura here, and does he have a second? Yep, he does. So double aura, and then the Chilled manages to get the kill on the Spirit. Very well done by Frozenduel. And then that, of course, leaves the Globe for him as well. Is Dragon's going to be on 1 HP from that Blight Ring. But then the Tinderbox to finish. Okay, fair play. And then a Fire Blast to kill the Snowman. Sure. Just don't deploy ever again this game. I'm sure that will work out very well for you, Ajvan. Like, he literally has 1 champion in play right now, unless I completely missed a stealth deploy. But I mean, he might not even have this one after this turn, because Frozenduel, like, he can just Cleansing Storm this, right? Like, he can cleanse the Blinded Ajvan does not have Befoul up, and yep, frozenduel takes the game as expected. So well played to both, and we'll see everyone in the next one.